Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to a new video on my channel. I am Fuzzball40 and today I thought I'd bring you a club update in terms of what we've been buying and what we've been selling and how things are going there, but also talk to you about the road to the final promo which is due to drop tomorrow. So essentially I'll give you a breakdown of the transfers and what we're doing. We're slowly feeding stuff back onto the market. I sort of panicked a little bit earlier on and I was like, these players aren't going to sell, but then I sold a Chilwell for 16.5k and I was like, okay, I paid 12, 13 for most of them, 2.5k before tax is fine, I'm happy with that. So I put a few on there just to see what they're doing and I've done alright. And I started feeding back the Bundesliga players. You know the ones I bought cheap in a video a couple of days ago? I think it was episode 4? Episode 4 I think it was. I bought some of the Bundesliga players cheap and it hasn't bounced back yet. It will bounce back, hasn't bounced back yet. But the ones I bought really cheap, like 3, 4k centre backs from Dusseldorf, I listed them today and sold a lot for 6, 6.5k. So we jumped back up again to 53k in the club, but we've got a lot of players still in the transfer market to sell. These guys will sell eventually. The Union Berlin, once it bounced back, they'll sell. Gillam was a bit of a bust for me, I'm not going to lie. I tried to send him, I sort of panic bought him. I thought, you know what, for 1,200 coins I might as well do it. He's selling for about that now, but I'm thinking for now I'll hold on to him, see how it goes. So you need to release these guys. But yeah, so essentially we're in a really strong position. So I'm hoping to be 450, 500k within the next couple of days, which would be really good. But road to the final. Now, I was going to, and I still might, depending on what happens with the player of the month, sell these Sigurdssons and the Moutinhos and a couple of Ozils I've got, and those sort of players, I was going to sell them probably tomorrow in the hype, as Vardy was announced. It's almost certainly going to be Vardy, but in the hype I was going to sell them. But I might hold on to them, because what happened was, if you remember 2 days ago, was it 2 days ago? So to be 2 days ago for you guys now, it's yesterday for me, they dropped the 81 plus upgrades, and all the 83 players dropped to, climbed, sorry, to like 2.5k. Now, last year's road to the final, we got Marcus Alonso, if you remember. That card ended up being a beast by the end of the game. Wasn't very usable at the beginning, but people were smart and did him. I think he required an 84 squad. Might be an 84 squad. I think it was 2 squads, but 84 and something else. 84 and 83 maybe. I didn't do him. I didn't think it was worth it. It was the biggest error I made last year because it was glorious by the time we got to the final. But essentially, what I'm going to do is, I think they'll drop a player SBC tomorrow, and I think it'll be a good one. They always tend to drop something big at the beginning of the promo, and then with EA, you know, it just sort of dies off afterwards. But something big will be dropped tomorrow, I think, in terms of a player SBC. So you're going to need 84s, 83s, 82s, 85s, 86s. So I might hold these guys and not sell on the hype. I don't mind losing. With investments, you have to understand as well, sometimes it's about risk. And you can't win them all. And I'm sitting here thinking, well, I'm going to make especially a lot more than I've paid for a lot of players on my trade pile now. So I can either sell and be safe, and that's fine, I'll make money. But I might hold and see if I can get some of these Moutinhos, for example, like 2,900. They might climb to 5, 6k rather than the 4k I was thinking for them. So if I hold on to them, then perfect. I can sit there and go, made 2k. If I don't and they sell what they're selling for, which is what I'm paying for them at the moment anyway, then it's a no-brainer. It's fine. It's easy. I'm still making at least my money back. Probably still profit either way. I would look, if you are looking to do the SBCs yourself, buy the players now. The market's a bit iffy at the moment because obviously rewards came out today. It rose a little bit, but you can still pick up. I mean, I think Moutinho's still really cheap at the moment. I think I've just sold a player as well. Hang on, you have. But Moutinho, let's have a look. Moutinho selling for, I think it's about what I paid for him. I think he's, wait, he's gone up already. No, he's not that high. 3.8, 3.6 and some of them. Like, if you're thinking you're going to do these SBCs, then go and buy him. The best thing you can do is look for the off-league players that are like relatively high rated. I know Miranda's are still like 2k, I think. I think Sigurdsson's only at 1,500 at the moment as well. But Miranda, who's Brazilian, really easy to link. When I looked earlier on, because I was trading with Chinese league players, he was about 2k. Yeah, in and around 2k. So 2-2, 2-1. I think if we get an SBC that requires a Brazilian player, he'll shoot up in price. And you're buying him at the price that he is right now. You're not really going to lose that much. So look to those sort of players first. And if you're trading low level, so if you're trading with maybe 100k in the bank and you're thinking, right, how can I make coins? And they could be a shout for you. I'm not going to say they're definitely going to be, but because investment always comes with risk. If you're going higher tier, what you need to be careful of is, I've seen a few people on Twitter that have bought Mbappe's, maybe 1 or 2 of them, because I've got 2 or 3 mil in the bank. And I'm like, okay, I see what you're doing, but if EA drop a Neymar road to the final left wing, you're in trouble, because that Mbappe will crash. He'll crash off massively. And even in the mid-tier players, your Griezmanns and things like that, if you're going to go for those sort of players, go for someone who you're going to go, you think it's either going to get one, so that he'll be in packs and then he won't be packable as a normal card, so it'll go up in price, or go for someone that's not going to get one, but people are then going to want. So if you see Griezmann, for example, as a player, you think, right, he's the sort of player that people are going to want. Now, he's French and he's from La Liga. You've got to look for players that are similar to that. So for me, I'd be looking at someone like a Dybala. I know Dybala's not the same league as him, but Dybala's like 65k at the moment, which is dirt cheap for him. If Dybala doesn't get one and Griezmann does, Dybala and Griezmann in the same sort of ilk. So players that want to play like Griezmann might go and buy Dybala. And if you're buying Dybala at the lowest price you can get him for at the moment, again, it's very little risk. The most you're going to lose is tax if you sell him for what you paid for him. But just be mindful that players being in packs might affect your investments, might affect players in your team, even in your own squads. If you're looking at like my squad at the moment, I've got Salah, I've got Son, I'm going to buy Mane. I did really well in my weekend league rewards, which was meant to be a video, but the video sort of corrupted, so I didn't want to upload it. It was good though. We got Blue Kane, we got Alisson, Longley, we packed Dybala again. We packed quite a few really good players. I made about 250k in the end, which was great. But if you're looking at your squads and you're thinking, hang on, I've got players here, the market's quite high right now. And if you're not planning on playing weekend league until Saturday, it could be worth selling your player and seeing what happens. If you lose a bit, you lose a bit. But if you gain, if Salah goes into packs and he can't be packed again, he might go up, he might go down. You can monitor the market that way. I was watching Nick run the foot market earlier on, and he was talking about how every week he buys a name and ends up losing 50k on him. Just in case a player gets dropped like him, then he ends up making something from selling him, and then he goes down in price. It's all about risk versus reward. For me, looking at the investments I've got on my trade part at the moment, by the way, who sold? Wait, 2 players have sold. So there you go, Chilwell, 15.5k for that Chilwell. I paid 12k, I think, for him. I think I paid 12k for him, so I made 3.5k on him, so I'm buzzing. I'm really happy about that. Who else sold though? Someone else must have sold, because it went up a little bit and then didn't go up anymore. That's weird. But I was going to sell these players tomorrow in the hype, but now I'm thinking, well, actually, I've got nothing to lose. Why not hold? Let me just quickly sort out these guys. 6.5, 7, 5, 4. So I listed for free earlier on. We might get 5k for him. Nice. Bournemouth. I'm going to have to hold on to this guy for a little bit. They're slowly recovering though. Look, 6.5. They were down at 4.9 the other day. 6.5, 6.8. I'm gonna list this guy at like 6.7. I've got nothing to lose by listing him. And then 2k profit on him. I'm laughing. But yeah, so those guys I've got my trade pile. I'm going to hold. And I don't care about losing a little bit. I'm willing to risk that little bit that's there, in a chance of making maybe 2 or 3k more than I was going to make per player, because I remember for the Gerard PK SBC, they shot up. 84s and 85s went mental, like they were all extinct. You're looking at 20k a card, like it was unreal. So I'm going to hold those and see what it is. Other things to note about this promo, it's massively important that you note this about this promo, is EA going to drop loads of SBCs. And I keep telling you, every time there's Electrum player packs, or any player pack that encourages silver players in the market, they will crash in price. So buy them at their lowest. Just monitor them and see how they crash, and go and buy them then. I just showed that Bournemouth there. I paid 4,500 for him, and he's now selling for 6.5k. That's £2,000, 2,000 coins profit from nothing. Just from sitting there going, well, all I had to do was go, Electrums are in packs. Electrum packs are in store. Electrum packs are in SBCs. I'm going to go and buy them. And I set my transfer market for 2 days, and I'm seeing the returns now. And it's so easy to do it that way, but you've just got to think, right, what investment opportunities, what opportunities are there in this promo for me to make coins? EA will drop loads of packs that will have bronzes and silvers in them, which will affect the price on the market. So you can buy them cheap, hold on to them for a couple of days, then sell them on. There's always a risk in it. The market might not recover. I told you the other day it will recover. It's recovering slowly but surely. It will eventually come back to it. And the other thing to note as well is in this moment, Syria, La Liga Santander, Premier League silvers will drop in price. They will crash. You can pick them up for 200 coins probably. Buy a load. And if you can sit unassigned, then brilliant. But if not, put 30 on transfer pile at discard price. Because when that SBC drops, when the League SBC drops to that, and they come to 2k, and you've got 30 sat there, you've got 60k you've just made straight away. And some of the players go to more than that. Like, look at Dusseldorf players in Germany, climb to 6k. Begin the game, because we thought there were no SBCs, there were 400 coins. If you had 100 of those, imagine, I'm not saying most people would, but let's say you had 100 of those on your trade pile, thinking, actually, just in case, I'm going to leave 100 of those on my trade pile, okay? And you've made 6,000 coins profit over 100 of them, yeah? That's 600,000 coins you would have made just from that. And it's so easy to go, actually, let me see what investment opportunities are on. Don't always think short term. I've been sitting there on flipping coins. Some of these guys that I bought, flipping players, some of these guys I bought to flip. So this guy here, I thought for 1,200 coins he was worth it. I'll list him again for 1,700. A lazy buy will buy him. But I thought I'd look at them and buy him. Someone's just sold again. Who's just sold? Is that another chill or what Perez is? Just have a look, go back. Sorry, just to show you. Ayosi Perez. This one, 12.5, right? So I've actually lost on this one, but I wanted to test it out and see what would happen. See if this guy would sell. He's selling at 13. So it's good, but I'm going to hold. So Iosa Perez, I have no reason to sell, so I'm going to hold him. All my Perez's will hold. My Chilwells are all going for more than I paid for them, so that's perfectly fine. Have I made a loss on him? Well, not really a loss. I made my coins back basically after tax. But I just wanted to test the market and see, like 13Ks are selling lazy buyers. Maybe a 13.5 or 14K might sell to lazy buyers. We're back up at 80K now with all that on my transfer pile. So just be smart about these promos and think, where are my opportunities to make coins here? How can I do it? People will be packing meta gold players that will drop off in price. During the Ultimate Screen promo, I'll just quickly show you this actually. What happened with the Ultimate Screen promo. Let's see if I can give you an example. But during the Ultimate Screen promo, players crash. Not all of them, but some of them dropped off massively. And I'll just show you. This is the one player I want to show you. Because I'm sure it was this guy I saw. Yeah, so, if I give you an example. Let me just get my desktop up. So Lacazette. This is Alexander Lacazette, right? And during the promo, before the promo started and in around the promo, he was 116k. By the end of that promo, he was 77k. But at points, he come back up again to like 86. I mean, he was there in Xbox One, 70. His lowest was 75. Up to 86. And then now, slowly but surely, has gone down again. Because more meta cards are coming into the game. But he crashed in that promo and climbed again after that. Now, that's the average price. People were selling him. I remember looking, and legitimately, people were selling him for about 60k at point. 60, 61k. Now, if you picked up one or two of them, and then sold him on, you're making 15k profit a card. 15k in 3 days on one card. You bought 10 of them, it's 150k. So think about the meta cards that are going down. Think about how you can invest in them. I can't sit here and tell you everything. If I tell you everything on this video of how to invest people and what to look at, you're all going to go do it and it's going to mess it up for yourselves. So use the tips that I give you and then think, right, how do I now do this myself? How do I improve this myself? How do I get the best I can get out of my coins for the shortest possible time for the highest possible returns? And players like Lacazette is what you want to be looking at. Not necessarily the most meta player in the world, but desirable. And people overlook these sort of players. Everyone will sit there sniping out the ones that your big guys, like your Sons and whatnot. But look at the ones that the average person can't afford to spend 500k on Son. I can because I've always been good, let's be honest. But not everyone can afford to pay 500k on Son, or not everyone sits there and trades. So people need to buy Lacazettes, and I'm trying to other players. But Dybala is another one. I know he's talked about it earlier on, but he's a very good card, and people will pay for him. And he'll drop off. He'll drop to. My prediction, you'll see Dybala drop below 16 to the 50s easily during this promotion. He's already been crashing. He'll crash even further, but he'll rebound after promotion's done. I don't know how long it's on for. I'm going to assume it's for a few days, but it might be a week for all we know. And it's massively important that you just use the tips I'm giving you to supplement the trading that you're already doing. Just for reference as well, I want to say thank you to those of you. I've had like 4 or 5 messages on Twitter recently. So it's been amazing. We've had 30 new subs in a week on YouTube, which is amazing. I'm so thankful for that. But keep following the tips I'm doing. Trust in your own gut instinct. A lot of the time it's all about gut instincts and how you learn and how you grow, and you'll make mistakes. Even in these videos, my tips I'll give you, I will make mistakes. That I used the players a minute ago I sold. I made my money back on him. But I used him to test the water, but I probably didn't need to. I probably could have waited till tomorrow. But I thought, test the water, see if he sells. Maybe list one 14k afterwards and see if he sells. But then the flip side of that Chilwell I paid 10k for, 10,500 for, I just sold for 15.5k. It's 5,000 quid profit. So that's going to be the end of this video, lads. I'm going to be bringing you a Black Friday video very, very soon. That is a must watch. For everybody that's watching it, you have to watch it. If everyone that watches me, you have to watch it. It's going to be so informative and so important that you listen to what I say. If you don't know what you're doing with trading or you're not sure, Black Friday is an absolute mess. When it comes to investing, it is a mess. And there's a market crash coming, a huge market crash. Once this promo's done, do not hold for too long. I'll explain why in the Black Friday video. That'll probably go live this weekend. But for now, lads, thank you very much for this. If you did like the video, please do subscribe. Please drop a like, drop a comment. Not enough comments on my videos. Just want to let you know if you think my tips are good, if you're enjoying the videos, and anything else you think you want me to talk about, any other advice you want me to give you. And if you're not doing it yet, down below, go and subscribe to me on Twitch. We do this live on stream. We do my rewards I do on live on stream, they're mental. And this coming Sunday, we're doing a giveaway. We do it every single Sunday for a gift card for Xbox, PC, or PS4. All you've got to do is be in the stream and play the games, and you have a chance to win a gift card. So follow me on Twitch. A few of you have come over and done that. I really appreciate it. But for now, lads, have a good evening. Well, good morning for you now. I'm having a good evening. And I'll see you live on stream, but I'll also see you for another video probably tomorrow evening. If not, it'll be like maybe 2 or 3 over the weekend. But I'm out. Peace.